Good evening, good morning, or good night, depending where in the world you are tuning in to the EWC Central broadcast from. As I promised a little bit earlier on, today is an interview extravaganza. My second to last guest today is a significant figure in the Rocket League community, the most subscribed YouTuber as far as Rocket League content is concerned. He has a move named after him, which I know nothing about. My producers have just told me to ask about it. And because of the fact that I don't think I can properly pay respects to the impact and influence that Musty has had on Rocket League, I've asked Gibbs to join me for this one. So first of all, Musty, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you very much for being with some of the craziness here in the studio. We've got a very small space, we've got a lot going on. Could you introduce yourself to camera number one and our fans and viewers? We've got Tekken, PUBG, R1.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen there's a lot going on here.
Yeah, thanks for having me, first of all. But yeah, I'm Musty, otherwise known as a Musty Cow. And I am the biggest Rocket League YouTuber right now. And I've been following the tournament kind of closely. I'm more excited to just be here at the Boulevard, and I've been enjoying a lot of the stuff around the Esports World Cup, and we've been in the desert. We've done a lot of fun stuff.
Perfect. I mean, I was going to hold the microphone a little closer to your mouth.
Okay.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about what are you doing out here? I know, obviously, I'm a content creator, like working with Energy.
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with Energy. They cross over a lot of the games that I've come from and whatnot. So what are you up to here on closing weekend at EWC?
I'm here to have a fun time, man. Saudi Arabia, I've been here. This is my third time being here now, and I went to the desert. We rode some camels.
Ooh, that's awesome.
And my favorite part, I don't know how this happened. I just got a text that said, hey, do you want to play Neymar later tonight? And I ended up playing with Neymar on my Rocket League
That's
team.
even better than playing against Neymar.
I got things, there's a lot of stuff going on. It's very hectic here.
Yes.
So last minute, I ended up playing with Neymar.
So you're part of the reason that he ended up winning that show match a couple nights ago.
I'm not sure if he won, but we
did not win Rocket League.
Okay, so the overall competition.
Oh.
Okay, so even though you hurt his chances, he still won it for the team.
Yeah.
Because they played Tekken, they played Rocket League, they played Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
He ended up getting a knife kill in Counter-Strike, just by the way.
Yeah,
so.
we got him 2 goals in Rocket League too.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That
And
is
not
awesome.
only that, you played football as a kid, so
Yes.
obviously Neymar is very important.
Yeah,
to you.
yeah. I played football.
Can I give you a recommendation? There is a esports experience not too far from here. You put on the goggles, you carry the gun, no backpack, no computer. It's all done wirelessly, and you basically play like Call of Duty.
I think
you
we're gonna
playing
do
it?
that maybe
You
later
have to.
today. I
Listen,
really want to.
I'm looking at your organizer here, your manager. He needs to make it happen. I got to do it with Diogo Yorte. It was amazing. Anyways,
Really?
okay. Well, let's move on. Let's talk a little more about Rocket League. Before we get into whatever the Musty flick is, before we get to that, I've been having a lot of fun poking fun at Gibbs because his predictions are terrible. He told me the second best team of the tournament is going to be Gentlemates, and they've been smacked twice by an Australian team, Chiefs. Dude, how huge of an upset is it that Chiefs have taken them out twice?
Listen though, Chiefs they picked up a new player, I think, just for this tournament. A guy named Jorius.
Yes.
I'm not sure if that's how you say his name,
Yes.
but it changed the entire team dynamic, and he seems to be fitting in really well. And it is crazy that they're getting. I wouldn't really call it upsets though with a player like him.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. The only other one is I've obviously learned about the impact that Beast Mode has on G2 and the
Yep.
Rocket League scene in general. The fact that G2 3-0'd BDS with a sub.
Yeah.
How wild is that?
I mean, it sounds wild on paper, but people underestimate Nas. He's a fantastic player. He's a little lesser known, but I think they're going to go very far in the tournament.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I had another. Who did I speak to? Was it Mizu?
Yes,
Mizu, yeah.
Mizu actually.
My boy, yes sir.
Mizu predicted G2 to win the whole tournament.
Ooh,
Hot or not?
close. But you got to remember, Falcons are also in the tournament. This is their home turf.
Yeah, home turf. Man.
Where were they in the bracket? Were Falcons up?
They're going to play in the
No, yeah,
semifinal,
they'll play
I think.
Okay,
Yes, they
that
will.
was you call yourself so good. They're gonna play this. I think it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's G2 versus Chiefs in the quarterfinals. I've been having a little bit of fun with the Chiefs team. I come from South Africa myself, so I've adopted the Chiefs, even though Australians and South Africans don't get along very well. Regardless, you are the biggest YouTube content creator for Rocket League. You have a move named after you. Explain the move to me, and then can I ask you to try pull it off?
We'll see if it works.
Okay.
I'll try my hardest.
We're gonna try. Look, I want to make something very clear before we start. This is not an ideal competitive setup. Okay, this is a broadcast environment. There's a lot of wireless signals around. These are not gaming monitors that we're working from. So I'm not gonna hold it against you if it doesn't work. But first of all, explain them to me.
This is called the Musty Flick, and basically I've been playing Rocket League for 8 years now, ever since I was around 15 years old, and I'm 23 now. So I was just a kid in my parents' basement, kind of messing around, learning the physics of the game. And Rocket League is a purely physics-based game. Like, if you want to shoot the ball, you don't just click shoot.
Yeah.
You have to click a combination of 4 or 5 buttons in a very particular
You have to
order
have momentum behind the car.
to get the exact shot you want. And I was playing around with stuff like that, and I noticed if you lean far enough forward and backflip, you'll actually propel your car forward. Then I had the idea, what if I did that with the ball on my car? And this is about a year after the game came out. So I did it, and I posted it to Reddit, like, yo, guys, is this cool? Like, is this valid? And I got a few thousand upvotes on Reddit, and they're like, bro, like, we haven't seen this before. It's actually pretty crazy. And then the higher ranked players started posting their clips of doing it in games and stuff, and they were calling it the Musty Flick because my username is MUSTY,
That
which
is
Xbox name generated. And then it just kind of took off. You know what I mean? I had no idea it would really take off, but you'll even see Musty Flicks in this tournament, and like to this day.
Have we caught any? Probably not.
I haven't caught any in highlight packages
Yeah.
yet, but
Okay.
they do happen, and it is a move that is very viable.
Okay, so Gibbs, I'm going to hand it over
Good
to
idea.
you. Can you set this up for me a little bit? You're going to have to once
I'll
you
hold
get
the
it together,
microphone.
let's pull the PlayStation up.
There we
We're going to see if a Musty Cow can pull off.
Oh, he's
the
got to take
Musty
rings
Flick.
off. Look at him.
Yeah, this is professional
There we
stuff here.
go.
Come on, we don't mess around here. And again,
I think that's why I was bad at Rocket League.
I
just
want
haven't-
to make it clear this is not the biggest. Okay, so Gibbs, this is all you, dude.
All right, so the Musty Flick, he's going to try to do an aerial dribble. We'll see if he just puts the ball on his car and then see if he can pop it up.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give me a few
Okay.
tries here.
Yeah, yeah,
Of
of course.
course.
Of course, that was just the initial setup, just to.
Also, dude,
You have to own goal first.
Of course.
you've got to get used to the screen as well. Make sure we're looking at the one without the camera because there's no input lag on that one.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Wait, which one?
So,
So look at the bottom one is
yeah, or
probably
the middle.
your best.
The
Or-
one that does not have your camera. Those are the ones that have
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay. It's still a little bit input lag here.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh God, this is hard. Okay. So I'm gonna.
What if you go on the wall, maybe?
Nah, it'll be harder.
Okay.
Oh no.
What if you aerial and then put the ball up?
Hold on, guys. I'm normally not like this. I want you to understand.
Again, please take my word for this, Musty. The configuration is challenging.
He's only slightly worse than me.
Oh.
Oh no. Okay. Dang it, man. Okay, one more try.
All right, here we go. Now again, it is a move used by pros, and that's why it is a very difficult move. But it has a lot of power on the
similar
shot.
to that. It's
Yeah.
Similar. Okay, that actually was a pretty good example because I can understand how
you understand. Okay,
how
so
you're
so
moving the
here
car.
I'll do it without the ball. Look.
Okay.
So you move your car forward, you lean it, and you go like that, and it will pop the ball up in a way
So
that
you
a
kind
lot
of like
of
scoop
Do
it.
you know what I
Yeah.
love so much? It literally just looks like you're kicking a football. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
That's
it's like
basically what it
it, it's
yeah.
basically the articulation of an ankle and a foot. Oh, that was so close. Oh, that was so close.
Yeah, a lot of input lag on
Okay.
this. So.
Like I said, it is a challenging setup, but I tried to.
There it is. There it is. Oh!
The reason I lost to Justin Wong is because the input lag. It has nothing to do with his skill
Yeah.
difference to mine.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, we're gonna try this again.
This is high pressure.
Oh.
High pressure.
Oh,
There you go.
I
So you'll
got
see the
one
power.
round. I'll take it.
Okay, look.
That's all we get.
That was awesome. By the way, our producers had just given up on you, and then they cut away to camera, and then we cut back just as you scored the goal. Like literally pulled that one off.
Yeah.
One last question about this before maybe Gibbs, I'll give you an opportunity here. How do you feel that knowing that there's a game that your name and your impact will live on in Rocket League history?
It's very surreal. It's crazy that just coming from my parents' basement, just hitting the ball, and now commentators are talking about it live, and people are utilizing the mechanic to win millions of dollars is genuinely a crazy feeling, and it certainly helped with my growth as a content creator, having that move in the game. Because some people may not even watch my content, but they know the Musty Flick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, like I'm Musty, nice to meet you, and they're like, oh.
You're
You're
him.
the Musty Flick, Musty, and then
He is
yeah.
him.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly. So just to answer your question, very, very surreal, and I'm of course just thankful, that that's even a thing.
And I just want to say that in terms of Rocket League, we talk about that the content creators are the lifeblood of the esport as well. We always talk about, there are pro players and all that. A lot of them don't do YouTube. A lot of them don't do Twitch. So you need people to enter. And you enter through YouTube personalities like Musty that will show you the game in a fun way.
Yeah.
Then players play, or then they watch the pros play. That's the entry level. You
Yeah.
need people like him to make the esport grow.
Yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me. I'm just going to say one last thing. First of all, thank you so much for taking the time for joining us. Thank you for actually showing me the move as well. I am definitely...
I tried my hardest. I'll show you a better version, off camera.
Gibbs and the rest of the EWC teams have actually made converts out of most of the people on my show, including Justin Wong, who's one of the most storied and legendary fighting game guys. He's literally going home to play Rocket League, just as
Oh, wow.
legitimately.
He loves it.
I will say this really quickly. We've had a number of very, very special guests join us this weekend. We're going to be giving away this T-shirt. We'll give you details on exactly how. If you know Call of Duty, we've had Hex, we've had Scump on here.
Oh, wow.
I've had a couple of different high-impact CEOs. We'll be adding another one to the list in the not-too-distant future. I'll ask you to sign this on the way out. Just before I do let you go, camera number one, give a shout-out to your fans, your community, and lovers of Rocket League.
Yeah, well, thank you guys, first of all, for watching, EWC. I think we're in the quarterfinals right now. Super excited to be here. And for all the fans out there, I greatly appreciate you. We're very close to 3 million subscribers. I think we might hit it in a few days here in Saudi Arabia. So thank you guys for all the support, and thank you for watching EWC.
Where can we find you? What's the exact name?
Oh, just look up Musty on Google, and I should appear. If my SEO is correct, just
if
Musty.
you are that close to 3 mil, I want the exact URL. Come on, hit it. Give me it to the camera.
YouTube.com/Musty Cow.
That's it. Get this man to 3 million. That's what I'm looking for.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. Stay there for 1 second for me. We're going to jump inside the Kiddie Arena, take a look at what's happening in the Rocket League quarterfinals right now.
Seconds left. There's a big demo. LJ, it looks like he might have just gotten the boost.